everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have people ask me all the time, what are the requirements to be a Qkids teacher? Am I qualified to do something like that? So today I have a video with the 8 things that are required to be a Qkids teacher. Number 1 is probably the easiest, and it's also the most broad. You just have to be eligible to hold a job in the USA or Canada. So with that one out of the way, we'll move on to number 2. You have to either have earned a degree or be working towards a degree at the college level. So whether you are taking classes at a community college or you've just graduated from Harvard or Princeton or Yale or somewhere like that, or anywhere in between, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you either have a degree or you are pursuing a degree currently. Now, I am personally pursuing a degree currently, and they haven't asked for any verification, or they haven't called the school or asked what school it was, but I did mention that in my application video. So, but they haven't asked for any proof. I have it, if they need it, they haven't asked for it. Number 3, you must have, I have a list right here, you must have digital literacy and the ability to lead an engaging learning atmosphere. So that's, if you're watching YouTube already, then you're probably well on your way to being digitally literate enough to have your own Qkids classroom. And also the second part is the ability to lead an engaging learning atmosphere. That can be the hardest for me sometimes. I am a military instructor, as if you couldn't tell by my haircut, and teaching there is in some aspects totally different than teaching for Qkids, because those are grown adults and it's the military, so I can be strict and say, do this and do that. But with Qkids, they're children, so you have to smile all the time, and you have to be very dramatic about everything. So to lead an engaging learning atmosphere can be somewhat of a challenge, especially if you're working very late at night or very early in the morning. You still have to put on that smiling face and really give it your all and be motivated. It's a lot of instructing is putting on a show for the students. So sometimes just getting and maintaining the child's attention, that can be the hardest part, because you need to keep them excited and motivated to be learning. That's going to promote a positive learning environment, and it's going to make the outcome of the course much better for everybody. All right, number 4, they prefer that you have prior teaching experience. So that's also a very broad category, whether you were a homeschool teacher, or you worked at a daycare, you babysat kids, or maybe you're a mother and you have 2 kids or 3 kids, or we have 4 kids. Maybe you're a father of 4 kids, or anything like that. So any experience teaching children you have, then you should put that on there. If you think that it's not relevant or it's not exactly what they're looking for, well, put it on there anyway, because maybe that's going to be the one thing that puts you one step ahead of that other person, and you'll get the job. So make sure you include every piece of teaching experience that you might have had. Number 5, English teaching certification is preferred. So that could be several different things. There are TESOL certificates, TEFL, CELTA, and ESL. So those are all just a different variety of English teaching certificates, or English as a second language certificates. The one that I personally have, it was actually on Groupon. It was only $5, and it was a 120-hour course. I forget the name of the college that it's from, but I'll put a link in the description. Like I said, it was on Groupon, and it was $5. Right? So it's if you don't have that, there's no reason that you shouldn't get it, because that might be the one thing that makes or breaks you in this application. It's a 120-hour course, and you can open it in 2 windows, the test in this window and the reading in that window, and you can finish that thing out in maybe an hour. Number 6, you must have a computer with an Ethernet connection. So you can't just have an iPad or an iPhone or any kind of tablet. It needs to be a real deal computer, whether that's a laptop or a desktop, and you must have an Ethernet connection. So if you're not familiar with Ethernet, that is this cable right here that plugs directly into your modem, and then it'll plug right into the computer. Or maybe you have a Mac, like an Apple iMac, and there's not an Ethernet port. Well, then you'll have to get a thing like this. I think it was $10. It's an adapter. The one end goes into your USB port, and the other end will plug into your Ethernet cable. So you just plug that in, and you're good to go. Also, you need to have clear audio and video capability. So you need to have a good webcam. I know that I have an older computer, and whenever I move around, if I move anything like this in the webcam, there's just like, it traces me everywhere, and it has a tail that follows me. Also, you need a headset. That's part of the audio portion. So it needs to have ears with a microphone, or you could even use if you have some Beats that have a plug that goes into it, you can use those Beats as well, because that plug will have a microphone on it. I think that I know that I have a video that mentions that. If you look maybe off to the side, or maybe it's this side, or if you're on iPhone, it's down below, and there's a link to the 6 things that you need to become a Qkids teacher. Also, number 7. So this is the list of things from Qkids. I'll say, I don't know if I said at the beginning. Number 7 is you must love children and teaching. So do you have to have a passion deep in your heart? You've always wanted to be a teacher to Chinese children, teaching them English? No, you don't need that. But you need to at least enjoy what you're doing. And once you see these kids, and there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 Chinese kids at the bottom of your screen, and they'll say, "Hi, teacher," and it's really cute, and you'll be hard pressed not to enjoy it. So that's gonna, if you don't feel it right now, then I know that most of you you'll feel it that very first time you get your first demo interview that's with the children. And number 8 is you must be able to commit at least 6 hours per week. So 6 hours, I don't think that's going to be so difficult. You can do an hour before you go to bed, and you can do an hour before you go to work in the morning if you have another job, or you can do 3 hours Sunday morning and 3 hours spread out throughout the week. But 6 hours is not that big a deal. Mind you, if you do 6 hours, then you will not be making $20 an hour. You have to hit 15 classes to get the full $20, or to get that extra dollar bonus per half hour. So you should aim for at least 7.5 hours per week. All right, well, those are the 8 things that Qkids requires of you if you want to be an ESL teacher. If anybody has any questions, please comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Oh, one more thing. I had somebody on another video ask me if there is an age limit. So is there a minimum or a maximum age that you have to be? I wasn't sure, so I looked around on the Qkids website, and I didn't see anything. So I sent an email to Qkids, and I didn't hear anything back. So then I got on my messaging app, and I messaged one of the people that I talked to in China that works for Qkids at their home station, and she said, "That's a good question. No one's ever asked that. I don't know of any age restriction. All I can do is refer you back to the website." So I looked, and these 8 things are the things that I found. So as long as you're able to legally work in the USA, so I imagine if you were too young to hold a job, then Qkids is not for you. But there's no cap on as old as you can be. As long as you can communicate clearly and you can use your computer well, then that's what there is. So like I said, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Please like this video. There's a little thumbs up down here, and if you like this video, you can subscribe. And when you apply for Qkids, I would be very grateful if you use my referral code. I will put that right here, and I will also put it again in the description. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I know we're coming up on the weekend, so I hope you all are safe and you enjoy it, and happy teaching.